A MarketWatch survey found that nearly 9 in 10 people feel financial stress, with more than half saying their finances are the most stressful aspect of their life. We're happy to welcome back Rebecca Whitman, the magnetic abundance mentor from Balanced, Beautiful, and Abundant, to talk about financial abundance. Rebecca, when you're talking about financial abundance, you're not talking necessarily in terms of having, a plentiful amount of finances, right?
I'm talking about having more than enough. Money isn't everything until you don't have any of it, and then it becomes everything. But the goal of money is to give you freedom, the freedom to do what you want, when you want, where you want, and with whom you want. And if you have that level of freedom, then that is what money is for. Yeah.
And in the past few years, we've been seeing a rise of people experiencing, financial anxiety. And what are some of the practical steps for someone to reduce that anxiety?
Anxiety is when you think about the future. Depression is when you think about the past. So if you're worried, oh my God, how am I going to pay the bills? How am I going to pay the taxes? Take a breath, feel your feet, feel your hands, and just do the next indicated action to help you on your path of financial abundance. Like, what can I do with what I have right here, right now? And don't go too far into the future, because that gives you anxiety.
Yeah. And if you're doing a job that you love, but you might not be getting, paid as much as you would like to, or having more than enough, right? So what are some ways to still be able to do what you love to do and do the job that makes you happy, but then create or generate more income?
I am a huge believer in multiple streams of income. I believe everyone should have 3 or 4, and we have so many options available. You could drive Uber, Lyft, Instacart. You could do a YouTube business. You could sell on Amazon. And I am a huge fan of network marketing. I have been in network marketing for the past several years, and it's been so much fun, and it's been a really great way to make that extra stream of income. But ask yourself, what do you love to do? What are you good at? What do people come to you for advice in? What could you talk about for 30 minutes and not even look at your notes? And those are some clues as to what could be your side hustle.
And where are some good places for people to go to look up different side hustles, right?
Yeah, I mean, you could just go to Google, right, and say, I love to walk dogs. What can I do with that? Or, I love cars. What is it that you love to do? Believe me, you can get creative and find a way to make money with it.
And when you find that thing, right, let's say I love dogs, so I want to, start walking dogs.
Yes.
What are the first steps of actually stepping into that and making that a side hustle?
Well, the first thing is to find out, is there already a business structure that has a framework that you can step into so you don't have to reinvent the wheel? So for example, if you love dogs, maybe look into WAG or Rover or a dog walking service that's already set up. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. I really believe that starting your own business can be very risky. So if you find a franchise or a network marketing or an app or an existing system, and you just plug what little time and your big personality into that, you can get massive results.
And I want to ask you, if you could give one piece of advice regarding finances and financial abundance, what would it be?
The one piece of advice I would have is just give it away for fun and for free. And don't worry about how much you're getting paid at first. Put yourself out there on social media. Have an opinion, have a story, tell your story to the world. And if you keep telling your story with passion and conviction, people will fall in love with you. They will build that like, know, and trust factor, and they will want to compensate you for what you're doing for them.
Rebecca, you are a wealth of knowledge. Where can our audience go to learn more about you?
Yes, you can find me on my website, RebeccaElizabethWhitman.com with a Z. You can find me on Instagram, Clubhouse, Twitter, at Rebecca E. Whitman. And I am just very accessible on Instagram. Now, if you want to have a conversation with me, not a bot, you can just message me and ask me any questions that have come up during these segments.
Perfect. Instagram is the way to go. Rebecca, thank you so much for joining us and sharing all of this wonderful knowledge with us.
You are so welcome. It's been a delight.
We're back in 2 minutes.